spring of May 2017, and Luke was playing baseball catch in the backyard with his brothers. Just a few days later, I noticed that, he had some unusual bruising, and I thought, well, maybe he just didn't catch the ball and it hit him or whatever. But within a week was not going away, and he mentioned that it didn't hurt. And I thought, if you had a bruise like that, you would be hurting. Went to the doctor, had a blood test, and the next day they were calling us saying, you need to go to Cardinal Glennon and get this checked out because this is more serious. Dr. Hughie was there, and he said that this definitely is leukemia.
Luke has a type of leukemia called T-cell ALL. So ALL is the more common form of leukemia in childhood. The version that he has is a little bit more, it's a little bit rarer. T-cell leukemia is treated a little bit more intensively than your standard form of childhood leukemia. It's about 6 to 8 months of pretty intensive chemotherapy where kids are coming in usually at least once a week. Many of these chemotherapies require hospitalization just for support.
Like a normal human emotion, there's fear that strikes you, like this came out of nowhere. It's nothing he could have caused or we could have prevented. But also, we did say, God will be glorified through this. We weren't ever upset with why us, why him, none of that. But we knew God would be glorified and that he would carry us through whatever he needed.
The doctors and nurses pretty much talked to him about what was going on.
They gave him a comfort level of, we're gonna do everything we can to help you.
I didn't think I was ever going to be there. I saw billions of commercials about it, but I never thought it was going to be like that. They told me how what was happening in my body and how it was, what it was doing.
We had a varying age range at the time. We had an 18 down to a 4-year-old. So, the teenagers are Googling, what is this about? What does this mean? They're finding out a lot of information.
Especially early on, leukemia therapy is pretty intense. There's lots of office visits, lots of time in the hospital getting chemotherapy, and that's on top of the unexpected complications which happen to every child. There are unanticipated admissions, infections, side effects.
If Dr. Hughie came in, how you doing? I'm good. And he wasn't good. He was hurting, he was everything else.
I remember a point when he was so sick, and nobody wants to watch their child suffer either. No, you don't want to watch anyone suffer, but I thought, Lord, it'd be better if you just took him now so he didn't have to continue suffering. But that wasn't God's plan, and he pushed through and caused a lot more people to pray for him and even grow in their relationship with God. So we're thankful for that.
He was forced to mature in ways that he shouldn't have had to, but he did it. And his siblings too.
Luke he's got a little bit of mischief in his eyes and in his smile, and that was evident even from the beginning. It's really as he's gone through therapy and really done well, and now that he's in maintenance, which is really a part of therapy where you're feeling quite good for the most part, that mischievous attitude has really blossomed.
Our friends, our family, our parish, our kids' school, the abundance of amazing support, and we became family with the people at the hospital, the nurses, other families. They're caring for you very intimately, and just know that people who work in places like that, that's their vocation. They are there because they want to truly help people.
I pledge to be the best coach I can be and to do everything I can to help support a hospital that has meant so much to my family, my friends, and me.
Being a co-chair for Homers for Health for Luke has been, I would say, an honor and a blessing. He loves the Cardinals, and all our boys are baseball fanatics. And when Luke was first diagnosed, that was one thing he could do, was it passed the time for him and his brothers to watch the Cardinals. The hospital was so special and important to us. And the Cardinals, that's a fun family event, and it's like the two were coming together. He's getting the honor of, getting to go to games and do special things and also help kids like him.
He was outgoing before. I mean, he was personable, but he has stepped outside of that comfort zone that he already had, and he'll, talk to people. He has no problem with small talk or answering questions.
It was fun, especially being able to support people just like me.
He's had a lot of blessings that have come along that have made the whole tragedy of having to deal with the disease more bearable for him.